Hello, welcome to the channel. Lee OGT here, and my partner in crime,
I'm OGL Schmidt.
he's up there. How you doing today, OGO?
Doing very well tonight. It's late into the evening, but what better way to spend a late evening than reacting to some awesome music?
I agree. It's actually really early in the morning.
Yeah, that's third
I've
shift
always,
disease.
hey, I've always said it the same way too. It's always that night till you fall asleep.
I never know how to what to say good morning or good evening to people at this time. So
Well,
then sometimes I get morning and evening mixed up, and I say good evening.
oh yeah, I don't know about that. Good evening.
Evening, morning and evening. So,
Yeah, yeah.
My wordsmithing abilities aren't always on point.
Well, that's okay. Imperfection is more genuine. All right, Danny, line yourself up the camera there, buddy. All right. All right, so we got Joe Bonamassa. This will be our second time checking out Joe. Joe was playing for Jimmy, as older Jimmy. And God, I sing the song all the time in my dang head.
Something is wrong with my baby,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Something is wrong with my baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, Jimmy
Something is
killed that
wrong
one.
with me. Yeah. I do. I've watched that several times. I'm hooked on the river, but listen to the studio version, which I think is much better than the live version, but not visually, I guess. But when I'm riding in my car, I'm not looking at it. So, and the live version doesn't sound near as good in Judith as the studio.
Yeah, I don't think you'd want to watch the live version while you're driving. I think Jimmy's onstage craziness would distract you. It might end up causing some problems.
Yeah, and his
But
his rasp in that studio version is good.
yeah, Bo River is a great song.
So this is Jimmy's daughter. Uh, Mahalia, I don't want to say it wrong, but she has quite a little repertoire for herself. She's sung with some people. She even has a video with her dad. Can't remember the name of the song. That's why I watch people. But this is the most requested one. Our good friend and supporter, Jennifer Anderson, from The Matrix, Mr. Anderson's wife.
Mrs. Anderson.
No, she's good people.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's fantastic supporter of the channel. We love you, Jennifer.
We're going to.
If you're out there, Mrs. Anderson, we miss you. My Hugo Weaving impression is not my my best.
We got good news. We're in the process of trying to be in the YouTube partner program, and it won't be fully monetized, but it'll be enough to have live streams and chats and start a little community. So we are going to, and I haven't even told OGL this, but I was thinking about it. Not thinking about telling him. I've been thinking about doing this. And I want to go back through all of our comments and find anyone really who has commented, not just Aussies, but from the beginning, the people who have commented the most, and going to give a huge subscriber shout out to you all who have engaged, and all of you who have never engaged, and we don't know your name, we've never seen your face, we appreciate you too. Just watching means the world to us. You know how to support the channel through links in the description or that little hand down there with one finger sticking up. And I think there's some kind of bell you can ring or something. I don't know. Other creators will tell you all about it.
But by all means, guys, don't be silent. Leave a comment. Let us know your opinions. Let us know what you think. Give us some suggestions. Because we definitely want to hear from you.
We do, but it's okay if we don't.
That is true.
There are people that just don't mean that.
Do what you're comfortable doing.
Exactly. We will be comfortable with you. And yeah, I'm interested to hear her voice. And of course I want to hear it reminds me a lot of Jeff Beck, of your guitar player. So
I remember hearing him in Something Is Wrong with My Baby and thinking of Jeff. I'm definitely interested in seeing if the Jimmy Barnes vocal ability has been passed on to his progeny.
What the hell do you say?
Progeny, children. I've always loved that word for some reason.
Progeny?
Progeny, yes.
A prodigy is like your protege.
Prodigy just means you're naturally talented at something.
I thought a prodigy was someone's protege, like their prodigy. Anyway,
I think it's been used in that context as well. Usually it means like they're a child prodigy at something. That's what I'm used to hearing it as. When someone gets like really good at something really young, like Beethoven was a prodigy.
Protege is someone who is taught by the best.
A protege is essentially a pupil of someone.
Right.
And a progeny is a child of someone.
Right.
See, guys, you get a reaction and you get an English class. So taught by a high school dropout, no less. So
either way, both words stems from you're good at something is what I was trying to say. Whether you come out of the vagina or whether you take classes from the person, it's someone who is good at something. So either way, yeah, I have heard child prodigy though. But you didn't say that. What was the word you said?
Progeny.
Yeah, that just sounds nasty. Of course, I just said vagina. But so let's listen to Joe Bonamassa, which
Bonamassa.
He has ass in it.
It does.
Am-ass. Am-assa. Own am-assa. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Joe. That's terrible, man. I'm sure somebody's pointed that out to you before. All right. And Jimmy's daughter's name, man, I know it's like Mahalia. I may be saying that wrong. So I'm going to look it up while we're jamming to the first part of this. Let's you ready to get to it?
Mahalia.
Mahalia, okay.
Mahalia. It's a tricky one to pronounce.
It doesn't look exactly like Mahalia. That's why I was kind of questioning myself. But
Mahalia. Yeah, guys, just let us know in the comments how to pronounce it properly so we stop butchering it.
It may say it here. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's possible. All right.
Yeah, we're checking out Riding with the Kings live from the Greek Theater. So let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. It's classic rock and roll vibe.
$100
I didn't mean to cut her off mid belt there. You go first.
Okay, so first of all, just immediately some fantastic, great classic rock vibes from the song, just right from the beginning of that guitar work. Uh, so I like this picture, this pause right now, because you can sort of see their different singing approaches. Joe's got a great voice. There's something very laid back about his delivery. He very seldom opens his mouth particularly wide. Uh, you can see he's got a closed mouth here, but he's still able to get a lot of sound out.
Nasality.
And then Mahalia, again, I apologize if I'm butchering your name, but obviously the Jimmy Barnes soul is very present, very obvious in her delivery. And yeah, she's just using every single inch of her mouth to get this stuff out. It's very active, and she's got a great sound. Like I said, a lot of soul, very very energized, very much like her old man. So they make a great pairing. Uh, Bonamassa here, he will occasionally uh, throw more energy behind something, but again, his delivery is much more casual, I guess is what I'm looking for, a bit more laid back. And again, a guitar playing, I'm sure we're going to get a killer solo at some point in time, but right now it's just ornamenting the song, and it's great. He's got a great tone, and even the first time I heard him, it's like he's definitely listened to a fair share of Jeff Beck in his day. So this is fascinating so far. How about you, sir? What do you think?
Well, to your point, he's singing with a lot of nasality, and she isn't yet. You're right. She's getting all she can get with the sound, but yet she's not straining. You see that her neck is loosely tense, if you will. There's nothing tensed in her voice, so she is, and she's in mid belt, so
yeah.
And that's the beginning of the belt, which should have the most strain on the vocal folds. So the vocal folds. So yeah,
both voices obviously very healthily produced.
I had no idea that Joe sang. I've only seen the one video, and he played the guitar and he didn't sing. So I had no idea.
I do also want to bring up, I don't mean to interrupt, but like I saw all of the backing musicians. A lot of them are very, they're up there in years. And I don't know how old Jimmy's daughter is here, but like, what is the best way to sort of support a younger singer? He said you surround them with veteran talent. Because I saw those guys, I'm like, God, how many years of stage experience do you have here? Like just the conversations that they would have between takes. I would love to be a fly on the wall. So yeah, I love to see stuff like that.
And it looked like she had like younger. If I'm not mistaken, Jimmy has. I don't know. I know he has a child that was basically away. He was away from for a long time. I seen that about him neglecting or whatever. I don't know the true story, but so I don't know if those are more of his daughters or. I mean, we all know he quite a few mattresses and.
he's got 7 kids. Maybe this is Ellie Mae.
This is Mahalia. So yeah, let's back it up a little. I want to hear her belting and the OG. I'll figure out what kid's which. That reminds me of the tour where Johnny come back after the performance where he was with Coldplay.
Yeah.
And did the 15th retirement tour. but
those trucks are awesome. Those purple trucks, those things are absolutely amazing. It looks like Optimus Prime switched sides and became a Decepticon. Those are sweet.
Yeah, they are pretty.
If I drove and I had a bunch of money, totally be grabbing one of those.
Yeah, they look like big Kenworths. Cab overs. You laughed. You know what a Kenworth is?
I do not.
You thought it said something nasty. I usually do. All right, let's get back to it. A KW, brother. It's a big truck. on the big road. I used to escort mobile homes.
Not like that, people.
Yeah. I don't think nobody's going to pay for that, but yeah, let's get to it.
He's on a mission of mercy to the new frontier. He's gonna check us all on out of here. Up to the mansion on the hill, where you can get your prescription filled. Oh, you can get it filled. Get on the tin of your way to the promised land. Everybody, clap your hands. And don't you just love the way that it sings? Don't you know we're riding with the kings? Riding with the kings. Don't you know you're riding with the kings? Top sail on a shiny 335. Well, you can see it in his face, the blood never lies. Well, tonight everybody's getting their angel wings. Don't you know we're riding with the kings? We're riding with the kings. Don't you know we're riding with the kings? Don't you know we're riding with the Don't you know we're riding with the kings? We're riding with the kings. Don't you know we're riding with the kings? Oh, we're riding. We're riding with the kings. We're riding with the kings. Don't you know we're riding with the kings? Oh, I said, don't you know we're riding with the kings?
Wow.
That was a comic book cover inspired thing there. That's awesome.
So, what is riding with the Kings? What are they talking about?
I'm
I'm
not gonna lie, I have
really
no
curious.
idea unless they're maybe talking about so we didn't even pull up lyrics on this. I'm not. Would that be just sort of like if you're on tour with a really accomplished or famous musician?
I mean, it's really vague, so
Yeah.
it has to be for a movie or for. That's what I'm saying. It's too vague to be. I can't do it. Remember.
Let's see here. Do a little. See if I can find anything.
But on a side note, while he's doing that, yes, she's got the growl. Her voice is a lot more clean than Jimmy's, but she's a girl, of course, and she's got a higher pitch to her voice. She's not a soprano, but she's high up there, and she can put the growl in when she wants, and she can also take it to the next level. Great breath control, and she's not, although she's into it 100%, living in the moment. She's not having to put forth a lot of energy or effort to do it. That's great. And are we sure that's Bonamassa singing? He definitely wasn't singing when he's playing the guitar just there.
If it's two different people, they're very similar looking.
Well, he's definitely singing and then playing, so he can't
Right.
do it. I'm not saying he can't, but he's not doing it simultaneously. Which, hey, I could sing some songs perfectly. I could play them perfectly, but I could not sing them and play them to my best ability together.
And usually in the studio, even if you have someone who does both, they'll track them differently. They'll do their guitar tracks and then they'll do their vocal tracks. They won't do them both together. I'm going to say this though, like his guitar playing, it's got that cool bite to it. Almost has that Albert Collins feel, which I guess Jeff Beck had that as well. Never got that big solo I was hoping for, but again, it's a very good guitar player that can shine without needing the spotlight on them all the time.
Yes.
And I still haven't found anything contextually regarding the lyrics. I am honestly not sure. He's on a mission of mercy to the new frontier. He's going to check us all out of here, up to that mansion on a hill where you can get your prescription filled. Go get on a TWA to the promised land. Everybody clap your hands, and don't you just love the way that he sings? Don't you know we're riding with the king?
Man, it sounds like Elvis, man, drug dealing king.
I was thinking that.
I mean,
I talk about getting your prescription filled. That is what I thought
what
of.
he died from. I mean, definitely prescription pills, Quaaludes.
Yeah.
In the bathroom, just like Morrison.
Yeah, he had a lot of very, very unfortunate health habits that did not help him in the end. But yeah, if nothing else, excuse me, else.
I like how Elvis is labeled as an unfortunate health habit, but not by you particular. But yeah, that's how most would put it. But Wayne Staley's a dope addict.
Right. Well, I mean, I wasn't just talking about the prescription drugs. I'm talking about like eat.
Yeah, I get it. I just
peanut butter and banana sandwiches.
It's funny how some singers are demonized for the same thing.
Yeah.
Like all three of the kings of genres, Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, and Hank Williams, all died from drugs. So, yeah. Just saying. All right, I loved it.
The manner in which Elvis was found is as, that's not how I would want to be. That's not how I would want someone's last memory of me to be.
Yeah.
Dead on the toilet. But once again, we got a bit off track here. So, yeah, the song could be about any number of things. Something drug related, something simply that's about.
This is around the Kings. So.
Yeah.
It could possibly just mean the truck drivers. I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
Road. I mean, their prescription, they all, that's where meth come from, was truck drivers taking crank. It was called crank forever.
Yeah.
So what you heard as crank back in the days, that was meth. I mean, and by the way, the government still sells it. It's called Adderall. So yeah, I loved it. Totally. She's awesome. I will definitely be listening to this on my own.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of great rock songs where you can't exactly place what the lyrics were going for, but just the music is so energetic and enlivening that it translates the emotion regardless, I think.
Yeah.
Again, Joe's a hell of a talent. Definitely would like to hear more of him. And yeah, the Barnes genetics are strong with this young lady. She's definitely got pipes. And I'm not quite sure how old she was when this was sang, but it sounds like her voice still has some room to fill out a bit. So she's
younger because it seems like in the videos I've seen, she's older, put on some weight. So yeah, I'm sure she's younger here.
But yeah, the beginnings are already very impressive, but it sounds like her voice could become even better with age. So yeah, that's way to go, Jimmy. I don't want to disparage the man, but I think like 7 kids, 4 mothers. He got around.
Yeah. It's all right all the way around the world.
But it's that's it. It's good. It's good to see the younger members of the Barnes clan doing well for themselves. And hopefully, as he settled down, he was able to settle into his role as a dad as well. I know it's hard to do that when you're on the road.
That may have been what, like Joe Bonamassa there's got that DVD. It's got trucks on it.
Yep.
There may have been a theme of Riding with the Kings. He may have been with other
Yeah.
great guitar players. I mean, you never know.
But there's
I-
a very because there's a crown here, like a golden crown you see on the right that is like made of guitars. So that actually
and
makes a lot of
that looks
sense.
like John Farnham on the other truck,
Yeah.
the purple one. Yeah, so that's cool. That's maybe she meant she has been riding with the Kings.
That is,
She's
oh,
with
yeah.
Bonamassa, she's with Barnes, she's with Farnham. I mean, you know, Olivia Newton-John. So
And I completely forgot about this in the chaos of that conversation. But how awesome was the horn arrangement on that song?
yeah,
Like that was, it had a big band feel. That definitely felt like it was responsible for the groove of the music. And then when you add those rock elements on top of it, it was a song that made you want to move. It was a song that made you want to ride with the Kings and maybe dance with the Queens, which clearly Jimmy had done a time or two.
yeah.
And I'm sure Joe had his admirers as well. But
I
yeah,
don't like putting this label on it, but it sounds so Southern rock to me.
it really does.
Everything about this, her vocals, every
Yeah.
aspect of this song,
That melding of
screams
genres, yeah,
Southern
very
rock.
much Southern rock, yeah.
Mm.
And we don't mean that these musicians were from the South Pole. What would Australia be counted as? Like if the South Pole was south, and like if they were like Finland would be north, where would Australia be? Would it be Eastern Rock, Western Rock?
I made a 22-minute video of me on Google Earth trying to find Australia and New Zealand. It's hilarious, but I'm not going. I done erased it. I was a little inebriated and but it was hilarious.
It was a thing of beauty. It was a thing of beauty. As was the song.
Yes.
So yeah, the Aussies haven't let us down yet.
Nope. Not one time. A lot of people have requested this, so it wasn't just Jennifer. This has been requested for a long time. Like I said, I'll delete all my downloads, and Dr. Capass did have premium. Come on, girl. It's all about, of course. And we're going to do some kind of skit of comedy for her. I don't know. It's a 19-minute, looks like a Muppet show. But it also has 22 million views. So it has to be good.
We'll give anything a shot.
We'll get to it. I promise.
Oh yeah, can't wait.
Much love.
So, yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Mental health is real. Be a part of the start. Listening to some awesome music always helps. And we will see you guys around on the next one. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your support. See you around.
Peace out. Peace, love, and prosperity.